So, we're sitting here in ER. I woke up this morning, had some pain in my stomach, and we're hoping it's nothing, but could be a hernia. I don't know. We're gonna find out though. I had to do a CAT scan, and the doctor came in and poked and prodded, so see here in a few minutes, I suppose. So it's been a few days since we've been working on the outdoor kitchen, and as you can see, we are ready for strapping. Since we're not using any type of plywood on the walls, I really thought maybe what I should do is put some tin on the walls first to kind of tie everything together. But then again, I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and start putting strapping on the roof, kind of tie the roof together. And I think what I'm going to do is just I'm going to put 4 rungs here, like one there, 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 and then up near the top. So it'll have 4 strings, I guess, of strapping. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that first. All right, so we've got the one side strapped. So now I've got to run my chalk lines and get the east side strapped up. I'll tell you this would be so much easier with 2 people. And doing it by myself is great, but for the experience, because I don't mind it. But yeah, it'd be a heck of a lot easier if I had another set of hands here. Okay, so now that our strapping is done. Oh, and by the way, so the roof section is 16 feet. And the strapping I got, the 1x3s, are 8 feet. And so it worked out really well. The problem is that they joined in between these 2 rafters here. And so what I did is I took an 18-inch piece of the 1x3 and braced it against both of them. And I did that for all 10 of the strapping, and it is as if it's a solid 16-inch or a 16-foot piece of 1x3. It came out really strong, really nice. The other thing I did is I cut the bottom of the screws off. I left the outside ones still there, but on the inside, I cut those off all the way across. And I did that because we do plan on putting some stuff up in the roof area, and I just didn't want to have, you know, get hurt or anything like that. So I just cut them off. Okay, so the next step now is really to go and cut our tin for the roof. So I'm going to give myself a 2 1/4 inch overhang. I know it's a little long over the edge of the roof, but we really want the water to run off of the roof and then drip down and not drip onto the side, because I don't have anything to protect the plates. So I figure if we get a little bit of a longer roof than the metal, it'll be less likely for that water to creep back up. So at 102 3/4 for the rafters, I'm going to be cutting at 105, so that'll give me 2 1/4 inches. So let's go cut it. And you know, it is completely possible that my my math and my thinking here is wrong, but I don't know. We're gonna go with it and see what happens. So this might be the dumbest thing I've tried to do, but rather than try and cut every piece, I'm going to try to cut all of them at once. Now I think I have enough weight here so that they don't shift. I have a titanium blade on my cutter. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. Okay, so now that I have this portion of the roof on, what we got to do today is I've got to cut these little slices here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Get the rest of the roof up on that side. As far as the ridge cap is concerned, so if you've been following our channel, you'll know that this guy is not very keen on heights. Now, I tried getting up on the roof there, but no can do. So I've got a neighbor who's going to come and give me a hand. But before we do that, I've got to get some more materials so that we don't have any weather coming up underneath the ridge cap. So all right, so now that we have got this all up and tacked in, the roof is done, other than putting in the ridge cap, of course, which we're going to have to do later. But the next step here now is we are going to reinforce up here in the gable area. The way we're going to do this is I am going to add a 2x4 from the very top right underneath the ridge pole all the way down as far as the length that I have. From there, I'm then going to cut a 2x6 to go from here all the way up to the ridge pole. So let's go ahead and get our 2x4 in place and see where we're at. All right, well, we are done with our roof and ceiling. So basically what we've done is we've put these 45 degree angles in there. We put the 2x4 down the wall. We added a few more supports up on the top, and I'm exhausted. The next step that we're going to be working on today, we're going to be framing out the gable ends. Now, I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about this. I'm a little short on lumber, but I got plenty of 1x3s. Let's give it a shot. Okay, we are exhausted. We are finishing up the framing now, and we've got the gable ends framed out. A little unorthodox for sure, but given the fact that we're going to be using plywood up there, it's going to work. I know it is, so I'm not too concerned with it. Now, the key to this whole thing working is that if you see, there's this little lip here. And so the reason we need that is because on the outside here is going to be metal. And so the ridges on these, the metal is 3/4 inch. So we went up 3/4 inch. And so the hope is that when we put the tin on, it'll go up to that and it'll be a nice clean line. And then the plywood, when we put it up, is going to actually come over that, so you won't see the top of the tin, and it'll prevent weather from getting inside as well. So, all right, we got one more section to do. Jen's cutting some wood for me right now, and so we're gonna get that last one done. So we just got some news from the dock, so we're going to get things wrapped up here. So unfortunately, I do have a hernia, and as a result of that hernia, I won't be able to do much work on the outdoor kitchen. The good news is that I can have the surgery relatively soon, which is nice. The bad news is I'm not sure when we're going to get this done.